One of the things that we've worked with is some advanced vehicle technologies in the auto parking realm, where you actually take your hands off the wheel. And in particular, the systems in the vehicle steer as the car is manually controlling the throttle and the brake backed into a parallel parking space. And what we observed in that work is that if you train the individual considerably on the technology, how it works, you let them practice with that technology, they actually adapt to that technology rather quickly and can benefit from it extensively. In essence, want to buy it. But their first exposure with taking their hands off the wheel is scary. You've got to get somebody over that. And unfortunately, whether that's interactive tutorials, whether that's a hands-on salesman relationship with the driver, some of the stuff we don't know. But it's really the key to understanding how we're going to take much more advanced safety systems that are taking control from the driver at given points in time and getting them into wide circulation in the vehicle. When we look to the advanced safety side, of the active safety side of vehicles, there's two things. First of all, many of the systems in the vehicle can dramatically improve safety, especially if we look to auto braking systems, pedestrian detection systems, and the like. Unless people turn those on, unless people use them, we're never going to realize the safety benefit from them. And through much of our work right now and much of the industry, there's a large belief that people are not optimally using these systems. In essence, when we're not comfortable, we don't turn them on. So from a safety perspective, there's a real key and a real necessity. Now from the automobile manufacturer's perspective, these are systems or the options that people are willing to pay more money from. This is where the profit is. So how do we help people optimize their safety at the same time buy the systems that the automobile manufacturers really see as profitable? Now, in the past, these were systems that were mostly available in high-end vehicles. We're seeing this technology flutter down much faster to lower-level vehicle models. So if we look forward 5, 10, 15 years, we're going to see the increasing encroachment of autonomous vehicle systems on the driving space. So in essence, our ability to control features through microprocessors and sensing technology is going to continually impact the relationship we have with the car. From auto braking to potentially vehicles that drive themselves on the highway or follow traffic in bumper-to-bumper traffic around the cities today, improving our stress level and high degrees of congestion. These types of systems are going to be increasing dramatically over the next 10 or 15 years. The question is, how do we adapt the user to understanding how to work with these systems? Does what one vehicle manufacturer provide and the understanding we may gain from manufacturer A really carry over to manufacturer B? How do we really fruitfully benefit from these technologies as a society? How do we use them to enhance safety without providing the driver with an opportunity to do more? Look away from the road. If we look outside of the automotive industry to aviation and nuclear power, for example, what we've seen is time and time again, advanced automation in the operator space has created problems in the relationship between the operator and the vehicle. In aviation, for example, we see pilots who fly past their destination. We see examples of accidents that occur because the pilots trust the automation in ways they never expected. How do we begin to understand the impact that those case studies may have on the driving sphere, where our motivation to learn and understand is far less than in a trained operator such as a pilot or an astronaut? Our abilities to drive a vehicle are immense, but our capabilities and desires to learn how that relationship changes are not so great. Many of us believe we're above average drivers. Perhaps some of the recent data suggests that 80% or more of us believe we're above average drivers. Now, my math skills are not that good, but something seems quite strange there. How do we get the vast majority of us to begin to think about we really need to learn how technology has changed in the vehicle past the grand old age of 16? And I think what's key looking forward is one thing. We look at the technologies that we have on the bookshelves around MIT and many of the campuses around the world. And we think about how we can change the relationship with an operator, with a driver, with a technologist, by optimizing those and use of those technologies in real life. We have considerably succeeded over the last 20, 30 or more years by redeveloping technology, inventing the new. My argument looking forward is, how do we optimize that technology, get much of what's on the shelf in front of the consumer, allowing them to benefit from it, understanding the optimization of the relationship of the driver or the operator or the consumer to that technology. Maybe we don't need the level of technology we've continually focused on. Maybe what we need to focus on is how do we get some of that technology, again a portion of it, into the home, into the car, into the workplace, so we can truly benefit from it.